Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Friday. My name is Adam. I'm the Director of Business Development here at BidCentral. And today I'm just going to give you a bit of a walkthrough on the BidCentral platform, show you how to find projects, and show you some of the new tools that we've built. Hopefully you can all hear me okay. Hopefully you can all see my screen and my mouse moving around. If you can't, just let me know. If you have any questions at any point in time, feel free to jump into the Q&A or the chat section and type me a message. If there's anything extra that you'd like to see or you'd like me to show you guys, just let me know. I'd be happy to do that. I'll stay around for a little bit after the call as well, just in case there's any other questions. All right, so yeah, BidCentral. So BidCentral is the largest database of construction projects in BC. So we aggregate construction projects from all around the province, from different bidding platforms, and our members are posting projects. And we also have data from municipalities and cities. So if it's construction related, it will be on BidCentral. So we've got a number of tools that are great for companies to find more projects. That's the public plan room, which I'm going to show you today. Also, we've got our permits database, which I'll show you, and our directory, and I'll take you through that as well. So I'm going to sign in. We're going to go into the plan room first. So like I mentioned earlier, the plan room is basically kind of a central database of construction projects and things that are happening in BC. So if it's on BC Bid, if it's on bids and tenders, if it's on Mercs or Construct Connect, or if it's on any of those kind of sites, it's going to automatically be on BidCentral as well. So you don't need memberships with other platforms because everything is all in here. So most of what you'll be doing will be in the project search. So if we leave everything blank right now and just do a quick search, we've got 366 open projects. And you can change the stage here on the left-hand side. There's a bunch of search filters in here, and you can change the different search settings. If you want to look at awarded projects, just change the stage from open to awarded. And it will show you projects that have closed and been awarded and who they've been awarded to. So if we jump into this one, for example, we go into the bidders tab, you can see that this company here has been awarded project, and that was the awarded amount. But if we go into open projects, if you're looking for projects, the best way to find projects is to do a keyword search. And when you do a keyword search, do a document search. So for example, if we do drywall, do a search for that, it's going to do a document search through all the open projects for any project that has documents that has the keyword drywall. So we're looking at open projects, not awarded projects. And this is going to take a moment because it's scanning through thousands of PDFs and Word documents and all of that. So it'll take a little bit to find those projects. So if you're a trade contractor, how I would recommend using this site is finding projects that, like say, for example, drywall, that require drywall, and reaching out to the general contractors that are bidding on those projects. And we'll show you that information, show you who's bidding, but also list yourself as an interested bidder on the projects so that they can proactively reach out to you as well. And I'll show you how to do that in just a moment here. Usually when the document search takes this long, it usually means that you've got some good projects here. So, so we've got 51 records for drywall. And you can see here in the search results, there's this column called keyword density. And this is the number of times that the projects or the documents contain the word drywall in it. So if we jump into this one, for example, you can see this project here closes on August 14th. It's been there's a couple of there's a site meeting here that happened last week, and we give you all the information about what the project is. You can see this one actually has already pre-qualified GCs. So as a trade contractor, these are the guys that you want to reach out to, so that you can do the drywall bit for it or whatever your trade is. If you go into the contacts, you can see who the contacts are here for this project. If we go into the documents, you can see all the specs, all the information about this project. And one of the things you can do in here is you can do a document search within the project. So this is kind of a cool tip that not a lot of people know, but you can actually do a document search right here, and it will show you the files within this project that have the word drywall in it, and it will tell you where exactly it's listed in there. So this is a handy tool if you've got those giant projects with a couple of hundred files in it. You can just do your keyword search in here and drill down to the specific files, and then just download those. Or you can just download it all and then go through it. Each project is going to have its own different instructions for submitting bids. So there's a section here for where you submit your bids. So this one, they want to receive the bids through BC Bid. So if you're a general contractor, I guess if you're one of these four guys, you'll be bidding via BC Bid. But as a trade contractor, what you'll want to be doing is reaching out to one of these four guys for this particular project. So if we jump into the bidders tab up at the top here, you can see actually the invited general contractors are listed here, and you've got all their contact information, and you can actually even click on their profile here and it will take you to their directory profile, and you get all the information about this company, their phone number, even contacts that are at the company, so you can reach out to them. You can also see some other information here. This one, you've got the site meeting attendees, but then you've got a couple of trade contractors in here as well that are interested. So what I would recommend you do, if you're a trade contractor and you want to work on this project, obviously the first thing you want to do is hit up these guys and let them, reach out to them and say, hey, I'm calling from XYZ company. We do drywall. We can give you pricing for the drywall for this project. But the other thing you can do here is hit I'm interested, and then list yourself as a trade contractor, and then make sure your contact information is displayed, and then hit save. Now, if we give this a refresh and then jump into the bidders tab, you can see that that my company is now listed in here as an interested trade contractor. So this does a couple of things. One is it lets the general contractors know that you're interested in the project. So they'll actually be reaching out to you, and they'll be contacting you and asking for pricing. And then the second thing is it's just a bit of free advertising for your company as well. So I always recommend hitting I'm interested or I'm bidding if you find any project that's remotely relevant to what you do. And again, just to recap, that this page here is also going to have your list of leads in here as well, so that you can you can reach out to those companies. Okay, so that's the I'm bidding tab, and you'll see if you change your mind and you want to get removed from the project, just hit remove me from the list and it will take you off the list. So that's the project search. Again, we've gone over the document search and the stages here. So there's a couple of other stages you want to check out as well. There's the pre-bid stage. So these are projects that have been announced and are coming down the pipeline, but they're not open for bidding yet. So if we look at this one, for example, so it's a notice of proposed procurement, and it tells you, what it is, what's been proposed, where, and then who the actual contacts are at this project. And so, yeah, we've got tons of pre-bid projects. So these are really good for, if you're a manufacturer supplier, for example, you'd want to look at this and figure out who, if there's who the architect or the designer is for this project, so that you can get your products spec'd into this project. Say, for example, you do railings, then you could reach out to this company and make sure that your railings are spec'd into that project. Or if you're an architect or a consultant, these are really good leads for that as well. So that's the pre-bid stage. And again, you can get to that by going under advanced search and then changing the stage to pre-bid. So that's the project search. That was a real quick overview of the projects. Any questions on that so far before I move on? If you do have a question, just jump into the live chat there and feel free to send me a message. Okay. So moving on from the projects, if you don't have time to log into BidCentral every day, you can go into your company profile and set it up with some keywords so that you get email notifications about projects. So to do that, just click on your name in the top right-hand corner and go to Account. And then under My Companies, click Edit Company Profile. And this will take you into your company profile page. Make sure all of this information is correct because that's what's going to show up when you hit I'm interested on a project so that people can contact you, and also it will show up in your directory profile. Section 2, user information. You can add and remove different people from your company. If you want to add additional logins, you can do that. Go in here and set your service regions as well. If you want to receive bid invitations, you've got to set your service regions up. So do that and fill all this stuff out. But section 8 here is the important one, categories. So in the categories, this is we've got a section here for matching keywords. So if I'm a drywall company, for example, I can just type in drywall as the keyword and then hit save down at the bottom. And now anytime a project gets added that has the word drywall in the documents, I'm going to get an email this evening with a list of all those projects that have been added in the past 24 hours. So you can add as many keywords in here as you like. You can go super broad, you could go bridge or road or or you can go really niche down to whatever it is that your company does. Also, if you're a manufacturer supplier, you can go into your product matching keywords and you can put in keywords for makes, models, brands, products that you work with. So in the example I've got here, say I sell Moen faucets, I want to be notified anytime a project gets added that has the word Moen in the keywords. So I put Moen in there. But say my competitor sells Delta faucets, I'm going to put Delta in there as well because I want to get notified if projects get added that have that keyword in it as well, and I can get my products listed in there as an alternate. So again, just put the word in and then hit enter and you'll see it goes green, and then remember to hit save to save the changes. And then underneath that, section 9, notifications and dashboard settings. If you're like me and you're on the island and you don't want to hear about projects in the northern part of BC, although I do, but if companies on the island probably don't, you could untick that and just get notified about Vancouver Island projects, or you can go through and tick them all and you'll be notified about all the projects in the province. And then the last one here is the directory. So go through and fill all this stuff out, your business description, and all the information about the company. Any projects that you've worked on, you can upload project samples. You can put your social media links in there and your company logo. And remember to fill all this stuff out because this is going to show up in your directory profile. Once you've done that, hit save and those changes will be saved. So that's your company profile. And so the next thing I'm going to show you now is the permits database. So up at the top here, you'll see this link called permits. If you click on that, it's going to take you into our permits database. If it takes you to a login screen, you use the same login as your planroom login. All of these new tools that we've actually built are under apps.bidcentral.ca. So you can go to that by going to apps.bidcentral.ca and then just log in with your planroom login. So the permit database, what we do is we aggregate all of the permits that have been issued by all the major cities and municipalities around the province, and we put them all into one easy to search, easy to use platform so that you can find them. Some of the things that are the reasons that people use it, it's good to know about what is being built around the province and who's doing it. But it's also a really good sales tool if you're a manufacturer supplier, if you're a trade contractor, if you're a security company, if you do landscaping, or if you do any kind of, if you're a trade or a sub-trade and you're looking for work, and this is a really good place to find out what's going on. So you can drill down by ICI permits, residential permits, or all. You can search by keyword in here, and you can see we've got over 1,700 that have been added in the last 30 days. So there's tons of activity in the province, and this helps you see what's going on. So we give you some information about what it is that's happening. So if you click on the little eyeball here, This will take you into it, and you can see it's a $700,000 addition to a financial institution, and then it will give you some more information about that. Typically, it will tell you who the building contractor is as well. Right, this one. Oh, 0 for 2 here. You can also search by, if you go into the advanced search, you can drill down by specific locations. So here's a list of all the places that we have building permits and development permits. So let's just pick Kamloops, for example. You can see, this information, residential, single family dwelling, and then here's the building contractor that's doing it. And if you click on that, it will just take you to a quick Google search and tell you who the company is. If they're actually a client of ours, it will take you to the directory profile as well, which is kind of handy. So say, for example, I'm a drywall contractor. I would click on this link and get the contact information here for this company. And I'd give them a call and say, hey, I see that you were just issued this permit for a single family on Bracken Place in Kamloops. I'm a drywall contractor and I'm looking for work. And so it's a good way to kind of network with companies and basically connect with companies, because this project, now that the permit's been issued, it's going to be happening pretty soon here. We've got commercial permits in here as well. 3-story commercial building with residential, and then again you've got the name of the building contractor right here. Just click on that, and there's the phone number right there. Give them a call and pitch your services. So there's tons of really good data in here, and if you find one you like, you can hit the little star icon and it'll add it to your favorites so that you can follow up with them. What I like to do is just kind of go through them all, find ones that I like, and then hit the star icon so that they're in my favorites, and then just keep going through. Star icon. And then on the left-hand side, go to my saved permits, and you can see them all in here. It's been some really good ones, actually. This one here was in Burnaby, $20 million permit. So there's projects of all sizes in here. Anything that's been issued by the city or the municipality will end up in here for you to be able to search through. So again, that's the permits database. And if you go into the advanced search again, you can see the list of all the different places that we've got building and development permits. So to recap, it's a really good sales tool to figure out who's building what and where, so that you can contact them and be involved in that project. Any questions about the permit database? There's a couple of new people that have joined, so if you do have questions, feel free to jump into the chat or the Q&A and type me a message anytime. Okay, moving on from the permits, we're going to jump over to the directory now. So the directory, you can get to it by clicking directory at the top here, or if you're in the plan room, you can hit directory there, or you can just type in directory.bidcentral.ca and it will take you into the directory. And use your BidCentral login again to get into here. So it's the same username and password that you use to get into everything else. Use the same login. So the directory is a giant database of all the companies that are in BidCentral. If we just leave it blank and just do a search, you can see we've got 6,325 companies in our database and more that get added every day. You can use this to basically find companies that you want to partner with, and we give you all the information on who the companies are, who the contacts are, and their email addresses so you can reach out to them. So if we go back to the directory and you search by company type here, for example, if you want to get a list of all the general contractors that are in our database, just hit general contractors, leave everything else blank, hit search, and you can see we've got 1,999. Need one more to make it 2,000. And you can see they're all sorted alphabetically A to Z, and all of our premium customers are listed here at the top. So it'll do A to Z of all of our premium customers, and then it'll do A to Z of all of our just our basic customers, free customers. So once you've found a company you like, you click on them, and it'll take you into their company profile. You can see who the company is, you can see their phone number, their website, and under company contacts, you can see who the company contacts are, the names, titles, email addresses, so that you can reach out to them. You can also search by location too. So if you click on the more search here, you can search by service regions. Again, so this is why it's really important to set your service regions in your profile so that people can find you. Or you can search by different regions within BC. So say I want all the companies that are on Vancouver Island. I can just do that and hit search, and then it'll give me everything that's on Vancouver Island. And again, once you go into them, you can see the company, all the information about that company, so that you can reach out to them. Also under the directory tab here, you can see companies that you've added to your favorites. So you can see I've added this company here. So if we go to my favorite companies, these are all companies that I've added to my favorites. And under my plan room, you can also, or under directory, you can see who's added me to their favorites. So this is kind of like, you know, like your online dating profile, who swiped right on me. So you can actually see those companies here. These are all companies that have added me to their favorites. And then the last one here is view my company. So if you click that, that will take you to your company in here. So you can see the company name, company description. You can click on this button to edit your profile, change your logo. If you're a manufacturer or supplier, you can actually upload your product catalogs in here as well. So that's the directory. Any questions on the directory so far? Okay, quiet. Guys are quiet today. The last one I'm going to show you here is myPlanroom. So myPlanroom is a place that you can actually use to post projects, invite trades to bid. You can upload all your documents in there. Think of it as kind of your miniature version of BidCentral. So if you go into myPlanroom, go to the dashboard, you can see these are my projects, these are my invitations, and my address book. So posting projects, really easy. Hit post a project and fill it all out here. Just fill out all the fields. It only takes about a minute to do it, I promise. It's not that hard. And you can upload all your documents in here just by dragging and dropping in there. So when you post a project, it can either be public, so it can go on the public plan room so that everyone can see it, or it can be private, invite only, so that only the people that you invite to the project can see it. When you make a project private and you invite people to it, they don't need a paid account. They just need a basic login to be able to access those projects. So it just remains within your own myPlanroom, whereas if it's public, it will go to the public plan room. And yeah, so filling these fields out, really easy. Closing date, closing time. You can put your site meetings in here, a little scope of work, kind of a bit of a description of the project, and then yeah, you can upload all the files and folders. There's no limit to the file storage, so you can upload as much as you want. Once your project's been posted, it'll be under myPlanroom here, and you can go into the project, view the project. That's what a private project looks like. You can see companies that are interested in the project. You can see invitations that you've sent out. You can invite people to your project. So if you hit invite to bid, you can add people from your address book into the project and then send out an invitation so that they can view and submit a quote. Send. So that's my plan room. The other feature in here as well is your address book. So you can manage all of your sub trades in here. So companies that are using spreadsheets and mail mergers and invite or Outlook templates and stuff like that, OneDrive and all that garbage. You don't need to do that anymore. You can just use myPlanroom. So you can add all your contacts in here. You can import them from a CSV file by clicking there, just uploading your file, or you can add them individually just by filling this out. And as you can see in here, that you can sort them by the different divisions in here as well. So if I want a list of all my plumbing guys, I can do that, hit search, and these are all Division 22 plumbing. So I can do that and invite people to my project from there. So it's a really, really handy tool. Oh, by the way, it's free as well. It doesn't cost you anything to use. So you can use myPlanroom to post all your projects, whether they're big or small, post projects and then invite people to bid on your projects. I'd be happy to do a more in-depth walkthrough with you if you're interested in posting projects on BidCentral. Yeah, that pretty much concludes it. Are there any questions or anything else that you'd like me to show you? While you're thinking about it, I'll just show you, if you do have any questions, you'll see this little speech bubble here. It's a live chat. You can always type me a message if you ever have any questions, or if you're looking for a specific project, or if you're bored and you just want to send me a message, feel free to jump into that chat box and type me a message. If you're interested in upgrading your account to premium, you can do that here by just on our webpage, bidcentral.ca, hit get an account, and you can see we've got an annual plan, which is $8.75 per year, or you can pay month to month, which is $79 per month, and then just click that or that, and you can upgrade your account there. If you already have an account and you do that, just use the same email address and it will just link to your existing account, so it gets upgraded. And I'll just type my email address in here as well. Into the chat. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to type me a message. Otherwise, it's Friday afternoon, and you guys should get out there and enjoy your weekend. So thank you all for joining me today. I hope you found this useful. If you do have any questions, feel free to reach out anytime. I'll stay on for a couple of more minutes just to see if there's any questions that come up, but otherwise, feel free to sign off and enjoy your weekend. All right, thanks a lot. Bye. Yeah, thanks for your question. The benefits of being a premium customer, there's a few. First one is in the plan room, you get full access to all the documents, you get access to the bidders list and the ability to list yourself as a bidder. And then you get access to the permit database. And also in the directory, you get access to all the contact information of each company in the database. Otherwise, with a free account, you only have very limited access to view basic information of a project, basic information of the permit, and no company information in the directory. So those are the main benefits of being a premium customer. Alrighty, unless there's any other questions, I'm going to log off now. Thank you all for joining, and have an amazing weekend. Thanks a lot. Bye.